Ready. Okay, so we are going to do the beginning part of the monomer and polymer. Actually, we are at the setup. We're just going to kind of go through on what needs to be done. What I tell everybody to do is on the left-hand side, put all your files, your cuticle oil, and your nail brush. So that way you can clean, and this way you know this is the last thing you're going to do when you finish doing the nail. And on your right hand side, you should have your primer, your dehydrator, your odorless monomer, odorless polymer, your damping dish, your wooden sticks, your nail brush, and here we have some cotton as well as some nail tips that's going to be used on the nail that's already been prepped. And if you haven't seen my nail prep, that's on YouTube. Your glue and your nail clipper. So, first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna sanitize your hands. You are going to sanitize the finger because we're gonna pretend that it is a person. So you're gonna sanitize the finger. You're gonna get the orange wood stick. Now, some of these can already be pre-wrapped, but if you don't pre-wrap it, go ahead and get a little bit of the cotton out. You're gonna roll it in there because you wanna make sure that the cotton is on the tip of it. If you have anything left over, you're gonna throw it in the trash. If you touch the trash, you need to make sure you sanitize your hands again because you touched the trash. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna push back the cuticle. Once you push back the cuticle, you break it. Throw it away. Sanitize your hands again. Now, oops, sorry, that was some cotton left over. And it happens. Okay, so then what you're gonna do now is you're gonna go ahead and you are going to see what nail tip will fit your nail. And I put several when you order a kit. So all I'm doing is just checking. Now I use the white tips to make it easier for the students to use. I don't know, this one has 2. No, it only has 1. And so this way they can actually see the difference of the nail. So now that we selected our nail tip, it's gonna be right there. Now we're gonna go ahead and etch the nail, and I'll give you a new one. We're gonna go ahead and etch the nail. Now, your nail should already be with a either artificial nail that's already on top of the tip, or some people are actually using acrylic nails, and they're putting acrylic on there. I like the plastic just because another plastic's being put on top of it. So you're gonna go ahead and etch the top, and etch it real good. Because remember, you are technically supposed to etch the nail. Okay, once you do that, you're gonna use the brush, clean it. First thing that you're gonna do is the dehydrator. Apply it all over the nail. Because in reality, it's supposed to absorb any oils that are left behind. I've already used this. You could do 2 things. You could throw it in the trash, or you could leave it there, but I prefer to throw it in the trash so that way I know that's already been used, okay? And it starts eliminating things on your table. So again, I'm gonna double check, see if that tip fits. If it does, go ahead and get the glue. Put it on the tip of the nail. Some people will put a little dot on the tip as well. Make sure you close your glue. You're gonna go ahead and put it on the tip to make it look like it is a French tip. Now you might have to hold it because remember, this isn't a real nail. Ooh, some of the glue came down. Hold on a second. Let me do it again. It actually fell down. This glue's good.
It's too good.
Let me do it again. So we're gonna go back on there. Put it. And it, like I said, it's gonna have to hold on for a little bit because remember, it's not a natural nail. So it's gonna, again. It came down. Hold on. I'm gonna have to just put it on the tip. Sorry, y'all. But this is what happens when you go to skateboard. Why is it dripping? Pause it a little bit. Can you pause it? Or will it stop? It'll stop, right? Yeah, no, don't stop. Let me go ahead and throw that away. Hold on. Let me get another one. Let me etch it again. That's crazy. That works. Jeez. I mean, I know glue works, but boy. One more time. I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't get into my fingers. And I'm actually gonna put this upside down just because.
Will you see it dripping?
Yes! And I know this looks awkward, but you do what you gotta do. Okay, it's getting there. So you might have to hold it for a little bit.
And then the test, we're able to like pick the finger up and everything.
Yeah. When you're in the test, you can pick up the finger because it's not a hand. So yeah, right. Definitely. There we go.
There it is.
I got glue on my fingers. It's crazy, but I mean, and you know, the thing about it is that it's good when somebody else can show you because you can actually see in real life. So this is what it'll look like. Okay, so it'll look like a tip, just like a white tip. And that's what you want it. You want it to look, can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're going to let that dry a little bit. I'm already done with this. I don't need it anymore. You can leave it on the side in case the tip falls or throw it in the trash, whatever you want to do. Okay. So I've already used a glue. I'm also, you know, to be on the safe side, let's keep it on the side because you never know if that tip will come off.
Right.
So now we're going to go ahead and cut off the tip. I tell everybody to be in the safe side, to cut enough. Don't make it long, okay? Cut enough because, you know, you don't want to spend too much time on having to put the polymer on there, okay? So you just want to make sure that you're doing what you need to do, and that's it. So we're going to go ahead and cut it, and I like to use the little nail trimmers instead of the actual acrylic nail, because if you use the acrylic cutters, they will not fit here. So that's why I use the trimmers, the nail clippers. So you're going to cut one side, then the other. Go ahead and take it off. Throw it in the trash. Go ahead and throw the nail clipper in the trash.
So you throw the nail tip in the trash, sanitize, and then throw the clipper in the trash?
No, well, you would have thrown both of them.
You can just throw it.
Yeah, you could throw both of them and then sanitize your hands. Okay? Oh, did you see me? Touch my glasses. Anybody who wears glasses, if you do this,
or your hair,
sanitize. So I would advise that if you have long hair, go ahead and put a ponytail or braid or something so that way you don't mess with it.
Okay.
All right, so we got the nail tip on. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and etch the tip to the nail tip, the nail tip to the nail, okay? So you're gonna go ahead, you don't wanna do too much, but yet you wanna do enough where it basically almost just takes off the shine. But you don't want to take off that smile line because the smile line will actually still make it look like a tip. This is a time that you could also go back and shape the nail. So that way when it comes up to you doing the nail, it's one less thing you have to do. So you don't have to do stiletto. You don't have to do coffin. Just do a regular square nail. And if they see that you're understanding how to do the nail, I think that kind of like helps you on the long run. Okay, so as you can see, it still has the smile line. So we're gonna clean. The next thing we're gonna do is put primer. Primer only goes in the back part, does not go on the tip. Already used a primer. Throw that away. Sanitize your hands. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to prep your polymer with your monomer. Now, some people would ask, oh, there I go with my glasses again. Sorry. Some people ask me, can I use 2 damping dish? You can, but it's 1 fingernail, okay? So I tell them, use this one for the monomer and just keep this in the polymer, okay? You're not cross-contaminating unless you were doing different people, but that's up to you. If you want to damping dish, that's up to you as well. So you're gonna go ahead and open it. Make sure it says orderless. If you order from us, you do get orderless. You're gonna open up your monomer. Now this is, a lot of our brushes come brand new. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're going to get, I don't know if you wanna get closer. You wanna bring her closer too? You're gonna go ahead and get it as close as you can. And you only need a little bit. So you're gonna use this close to the brush. So that way the liquid will automatically follow with the brush, okay? Close it up, put it on the side. And if you get a new brush, make sure that you are putting it all the way down to get rid of any bubbles that are there, okay? You should also have a little towel because that's how you are going to get some of the liquid out. So the first time that you're doing it, you're gonna put it all the way in, take some of the liquid. I would go ahead, clean your brush because it is a brand new one, and that way it kind of flattens it out already. It makes it easier, okay? So go in, do 1 swipe. I like to do the 1 ball method because before, years ago, oh, there I go to my glasses again. Years ago, we used to have to, oops, sorry. We used to have to do ball 1, ball 2, ball 3, ball 4, the stress area. You don't have to do that anymore. So let me go ahead and dip that down again. I'm gonna, like I said, I like to do the ball method. And you can see here, now if you want, you could go ahead and remove some of the liquid by, pushing it down right in here. So some of the liquid comes off. All I like to do is just kind of bring it down and let it slowly fall off of your brush. And as you can see, the one thing about this liquid, it actually goes down real good. Clean your brush once. And then you're gonna go side to side. Oop. Take that off. I made my ball a little too big. I'm can see. And I don't know if you can see. Can you see that?
I can't see you applying it. I just can see like on the side.
Oh, okay. So I already applied it. I didn't get to see the... Oh, it came off? Let's see. Hold on. Okay, so what I did is I got a big ball. Let me show you how big of a ball I got.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Let me do it again. So I went in, just did one swipe, and the ball I made was about that big. And then I went to the side to remove some of the liquid. And when I applied it, I put it right by the cuticle and let it go. And I let it drip on its own, okay? Once you let it drip, then you go back, you put in your brush back into the liquid, remove some of the liquid, and just go side to side. All you're doing is just cleaning the sides. And then a lot of it is gonna come right in here. And if you look, you can see that it's not even that thick.
That's pretty as hell.
And mind you, it's been a long time since I've done nails. Okay? So that's all you have to do. Once that's done, put your nail down, because remember, it's orderless, so it's going to take a while. Go ahead and put your brush back in. Clean your brush real good. Close your polymer, because you got to make sure it's closed. Get your monomer. Technically, that's going to go in the trash. The brush is going to go in the trash. Then I'm going to go ahead, stick this into the liquid. We're going to make sure, even though we know it's dirty, but we're going to go ahead and put this in, leave it in, throw it in the trash. By now, I know that I don't need no more cotton, no more of the tips. Throw that in the trash. Throw the glue in the trash. Get your sanitizer. Sanitize your hands. You know you're going to need a little bit of time to let that dry. So if you are at PSI, they actually have a light. You're going to go ahead and put it close to the light, but you don't want, there I go with my glasses again. But you don't, it's not going to cure it or anything. All it's going to do is kind of warm it up a little bit, because of course there's no body heat. So what you want to look for is that shininess to come off. Okay. So you're going to have a little bit of time. By this time, you want to utilize, because you have 32 minutes, I believe. You want to wait. You want to give it until they say you are at the 16-minute mark. If you're at the 16-minute mark and you already applied this, you're in good shape. Okay. Now, if you are still holding on to the tip at the 16-minute mark, then you need to speed up a little bit. Okay. So we want to make sure that you're at the 16-minute mark. So that, as you can tell, is still wet. I don't know if you can see the shininess.
Yeah, I can see it.
You can see it. So we want to make sure. So at this time, what I want to do is I want to start bringing everything over. I want to make sure I have my file, my buffer, my cuticle oil. We're going to relabel that. Okay. Because I guess we need to relabel it. So this is cuticle oil. So we're going to relabel that for her. You have your buffer, and then you have a nail brush also. So as you can see, slowly, it is now drying up. The one thing about the orderless, it is going to be like a little bit of rubbery. If you need another paper towel, if you're doing it at the PSI, you would have another paper with you. If you're doing it virtual, you will have a paper towel with you. Go ahead and take it. And this way, as you're buffing, a lot of that will go into that paper towel and not so much onto the towel. Okay, so that way it'll kind of, my glasses. And I can't wear contacts. I wish. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go with the nail brush. I mean the file. You're gonna go ahead. The first thing that's gonna happen, I don't know if you can. First thing that's gonna happen is you're gonna start seeing a lot of this rubbery coming to the ends. Okay. So you see a lot of the rubbery coming to the ends?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this, you use your purple one or orange or any type of file. You're gonna go on the top. Remove that on the bottom. And that's basically almost it. So what you wanna do is you wanna make sure that everything looks good. So like I can see that there's a little gap right there. So I'm just gonna kinda file that on the side. File this on the side. Make sure it looks good. Go again. You wanna feel to see if it feels smooth.
We can feel the top of the nail?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So you're gonna feel it. Brush it. Get your cuticle oil. Oh, wait, sorry. Take it back. You're gonna get your buffer, your shine buffer. Shine it up. Get your cuticle oil. Put a little bit. Go back. Put it on. At this time, this is all that's left behind. Put your nail right in here. Grab this. This goes all in the trash, but because we don't have a trash here, we're gonna put it on the side. You're gonna get your EPA. Oop. Sanitize. Get a towel. Clean. That's gonna go in the trash. Put your finger back. Sanitize your hands. And raise your hand. Not my face. You can stop it now.
So happy.